Hi. Hello and welcome everybody. My name is Rajendrahi and me and my team are working on a game called Ryan. For those of you who don't know or for those of you who are new here, Ryan is an FPS game about an astronaut who's trying to find out what is going on in his world. So, let's get into the video and see what I've done this week. Let's see the things that we have to fix. So, we have the player and we also have a spanner. So now the player has the spanner. He is able to pick it up. But now we have to use the spanner so that player can do something with this. So what player has to do is actually open that door. To open this door, the player has to go inside this house which I am going to make. To go inside the house, he has to use the spanner to open the gate of the house. So I'm actually going to use the same houses which are on the base where you find the spanner, and I'm going to modify them a little bit. So what I have to do actually is I have to make a place where we can actually stand, because the player will not be able to open the door if there is no place for him to stand. So we're gonna make balconies to the house so that we can stand there and make the player to open up the doors. Okay, so everything is done. Let's put them in the Unreal Engine and see how they look like. So there we are. I colored them a little bit of purplish because it was matching with the theme, because the ladder was purplish as well. So I made them little purple, and I made a little place here, so that we can put our house properly, because there was no place before and we cannot put it. And ignore this black box for now. And I also textured these rocks a little bit so you can see some dirt kind of noise in them. And yeah, I also placed these yellow boxes which were not there, and now I put it about 8 boxes here because this was not matching this height. So yeah, that's why there are 8 boxes. So yeah, the house is there. It's looking pretty good. And I also made these clips kind of things. I modified the terrain a little bit by making more of them, these things, which looks pretty good. And yeah, let's go to the next thing, which is the door we are going to make in this house, so that it will be closed and will not be able to open this up. So let's get into that now. Okay, so I made the door, and what we're gonna do actually is we are going to put this on the house. So this is the house, and we are going to put it like this. So I also made some animations for it, only one animation actually, that is the open animation. So let's see how the animation is. So this is a simple animation where the nut just comes out, and it looks like that we have unscrewed it, and then the door opens up. So yeah, let's put it in the game and see how it looks like. Looks as good as I thought. So in video before these, I have already made an animation for unscrewing, but I have not yet made it to function. So let's make it function now. So I have written this huge code. Let's see how it works. I think I'm okay with this for now. Okay, so let's see how I made this. So if the player presses F, it makes a sphere around it and checks whether it is an switch or not. If it is a switch, it actually uses a timeline to animate the player. It moves the player in front of that screw and plays the animation of screwing. And after that animation is done, it brings the player back to where it was before the screwing. So yeah, the next thing on which I have to work is that reload animation. So the reload animation looks super stupid and it doesn't make any sense, even though I tried to fix it in the video before this, but I was not able to do it. So So now the idea is I'm going to use these tubes kind of things, which are maybe crystals, which we'll put inside the gun. So now I'm going to make an animation which will put the tubes inside the gun, and we will be able to reload the gun. So let's do this. So the animation is done, and let's see how it looks like in Blender. So this is how the animation is going to look like. So you can see the tube is actually not moving. I'm going to move it in Unreal Engine, and I'm going to unhide and hide it whenever I want it. So let's put it in Unreal Engine and see how it looks like. So this is how it looks like. I'm happy with this. The animation I still need to make it disappear and appear. So before doing it, I'm going to change the crystal. The crystal is not looking good, and it is not matching what I'm doing, so instead of a crystal, I'm going to put a tesseract in which the tube will be floating, and will be able to grab it with our hands and put it in the gun. So let's do it. Okay, so it is textured. Looks good. Let's put it in the Unreal Engine and make it function. So it was looking good in Unreal Engine, but there was a problem. I wanted to make that tube to float, but I was not able to do it. I was getting some problems. But then after that, I realized that I can loop timeline. I was not knowing that, so I realized that, and I was able to fix it. And let's see at the last what I was able to get. So let's see. Okay, so let's press R. Yeah, so this looks super good to me. I didn't expect it that good, and I think we are also going to make some effect if I wanted to. Let's think about that later, but I think that is okay for now, and let's go for the next things. I also wanted to give you a small tip. So if you guys have seen these folders right here, you can see they are colored. If you want to know how it did this, so actually it is super easy. You can just right click on any folder and select on set color, and click on new color and set the color to whatever you want. If I want that cyan color, yeah, you can see that it is there. So it's a small tip, so those of you don't know can do this. I also did some small things like I have changed some codes here and there and make them more easier to happen. For example, I have used these interfaces functions which were which made my code a little bit better and easier to read. I also arranged everything properly, leaving this one because I'm going to arrange it after this video. And yeah, I refactored the codes and made them a little bit more feasible to read and understand. So yeah, the last thing that I've done is this blueprint thing, which is just a blueprint of the spanner and the things. I just made it in Photoshop and slapped it on a plane, which worked pretty good, and I'm quite happy with this. We are going to make more things like these. Like, I'm just gonna put more posters here so that this place looks a little bit like humans or even aliens will live in here. And also we are going to put more things on the table like tape and equipments and etc and more things. So yeah, this is what it is. So this is all for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, just subscribe to the channel, and if you like the video, you can hit like button if you wanted. And if you want to see more of these, you can just subscribe to the channel, as I said. And yeah, this is it. And you guys can follow me on Instagram if you wanted to, Rajvindrahi. I'll put the link in the description also of my website. Stay safe, stay home, and I'll see you in the next one.